that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the...
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On the return is Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They ended up throwing it for a loss.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw is Stevenson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Folk's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tua going to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start the drive with Harris. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Throwing Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry!
A run with Mostert up the middle.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Play action. Now it's Tua. Rolling to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Norstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They are in need of of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. But remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation.
would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fulton connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Fulton now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On the give, this is Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. First down, and they go back to Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne, 29 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. On 4th down, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will add to their 4th quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Tua. He's got Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Tua to Fuller for a Miami 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, for about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Jones. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off play action. Jones.
This complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Jones looking around.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Andy Isabella from 8 yards out.
And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Tua now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle.
50 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Marcus Jones picks it.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0